good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So, hi, first of all, I guess I'll start with my introduction that I often forget. I'm Jules, I'm 47, and I am here discovering my voice, discussing things I'm learning, have learned, and experienced, and yeah, getting used to talking to you in front of the camera. So if you vibe with me and you want to check it out, then stick around. I appreciate you. So today I want to talk about the idea of an income ceiling that our nervous system has decided. I saw a video by Giselle Baumet, B-A-U-M-E-T, last night. I watched a couple of her videos actually. And I just now signed up for her 14-day challenge to like reset my bodies, not my mindset, my body set, I think, about money and like what it means. Because she was talking about how, especially women, but I think maybe in today's society, like everyone, feels like they have to work really hard to earn money. And so our body learns that making money equals extreme stress. And so it isn't safe. Even if that money comes easily, our body thinks, because of our belief about money, that we have to work hard to earn it, our body thinks it's dangerous and means that it will lead to fatigue and cortisol and all that. So we have to reset that mechanism in our nervous system in order to actually be comfortable making money. And I'm wondering if that ties into my inability to stick with something after I've gotten over the initial hump. It's never felt exactly like a fear of success, but maybe it is still partially due to my ADHD, and I've self-diagnosed as pretty autistic with one of the online questionnaires used for diagnosing it. I think that all ties in. Oh, and Giselle Baumet is also neurodivergent, so I'm feeling pretty excited about this whole thing. Like, I love it when neuroscientists learn about the nervous system and the brain, and that to help themselves, and then turn around and share it with the world, like Giselle Baumet is doing, and like Jill Bolte Taylor with her stroke and everything she learned about her own brain. She turned around and talked about it on TED and wrote a book about it, maybe 2 books now, I think. I haven't read her other one though, only Whole Brain Living. So yeah, and oh my God, I was so excited to talk to you that I completely forgot to even like grab my brush and my comb and my water bottle and start braiding my hair. So excuse me for a moment. I think that is a huge turning point for me, like to be so excited to talk to you about this that I even forgot to like have an activity for my hands to do. That's a good sign, you guys. That is really exciting. Just a second. Okay. Have my weapons. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. Yeah. I think major things in me are already shifting just from doing this practice and it being fun, but I definitely want to shift this the success and money like internalized belief before I like really get successful with this. I want to be able to accept it with gratitude and grace instead of fear and self-sabotage. Yeah, I don't want to do all this only to turn around and shoot myself in the foot. Let's not do that, right? Right. So please come along with me on this journey, especially if these are things that you are experiencing yourself. And as I go through the challenge, I will continue to talk about it, especially if it benefits me. But even if it doesn't, I'll let you know that too. And I literally just found this YouTuber yesterday. So I know basically nothing about her aside from the 2 videos I watched and signing up for her program. And she doesn't know who I am. So no paid promotions or anything like that. Just... This is how I roll. Like, oh, that sounds interesting. Let's go all in. And then talk about it. I also signed up for another challenge recently, but I wasn't as excited about it. And I only stuck with it for a couple days. I'm glad I did it, like, for as long as I did. It showed me what I want to learn later. But it is something I can learn later on Skillshare from maybe even her. It was a surface pattern design challenge for trailing floral patterns. I've made a couple surface pattern designs in Photoshop and Illustrator. One of them actually uses this painting, and it's really cool. And I do want to learn more about that. But it does not energize me like self-help does. I think, like, I really love art and I enjoy art, but it does not give me the same, I'm trying to do too many things at the same time. It does not give me the same energy that learning about myself and like trying new things out to... The crows are here. I feed the crows. I love seeing them out my window. Squirrel! Crow! But yeah, I think the self-help subject is probably... I've shown this card before, but just in case this is the first time you're ever seeing me, and I kind of don't think that you can read it, so after I show it to you, I made it myself from a quote. You will recognize your own path when you come upon it, because you will suddenly have all of the energy and imagination you will ever need. Sarah Teasdale. So I have that on my desk where I make my art and write my journals. And as much as I love art and I do make time for it, the thing that I make the most time for and the thing I have the most energy for is improving my nervous system. Like learning to become more comfortable in my mind and body. Because I feel like I've been at war with them for my entire life. Yeah, I feel like when I was a teenager, I'm not sure exactly when it set in. I feel like it was around age 15. I became like totally disillusioned with the world, and I felt like school was a total farce that made us learn all kinds of stuff that we didn't want to learn and really actually need to know, over things that we should learn, like balancing our checkbook. At the time, checks were still like thing, but like budgeting, we'll call it that. Like real life skills. And there were no niched paths you could really take, aside from like maybe hairstyling or car mechanics. But otherwise, they forced you, like even if I wanted to go to university, even for a liberal arts degree, like for painting, I would still have to like know calculus. Why? I've never learned, I didn't go to university, so I've never learned calculus, and I have never missed learning it. Like, I've never wished, oh man, you know what I really wish I had done? I wish I'd learned calculus. I've never needed it. Not once. Like, and you have to pay for it. And if you have a brain like mine that just does not math in the traditional sense, that is like blood, sweat, and tears trying to learn something that you have no interest in and has no use to you. Why? So anyway, I became aware of like this whole thing when I was around 15, and I just felt like a cog in a machine that had long fallen into disrepair and hadn't been lubricated in far too long, and we cogs on the wheels were just getting ground down to little rough nubbins, and I wanted nothing to do with it. I became really depressed, like deeply depressed, and I dealt with deep, debilitating depressions, like where I'd like call out to work too much because I just couldn't get out of bed for decades. I experimented with antidepressants, but I really didn't like what they did to my brain at all. And like, Wellbutrin made it so I only got 4 hours of sleep a night, and Zoloft made me want 20 hours of sleep a night. So the doctor I was seeing at the time put me on both to even them out, and I feel like they made, like, the combination made me kind of a psychopath. Like, I just like lost all empathy for anyone, which is, I'm usually the opposite. I'm usually a total empath. So that was strange. And then I started having severe gushing nosebleeds that lasted for like 10 minutes. And so I took myself off of them, much to the chagrin of my doctor, but I've never looked back. And I think they permanently changed my brain. I used to be able to be totally sucked into a book for like hours and hours on end. And while I was on them, I could not focus on reading, and I've had a much harder time focusing on reading ever since. And that was like 20 years ago that I was on them for a short period of time. So I believe that they can be life-saving for people, and I'm not dogging on antidepressants if you need to take them. Or any medication for that matter. If you need to take it and it is helping you, then by all means, like, do what you need to do, boo, in accordance with your doctor. A doctor that you trust. That's very important. Not just any doctor, because I lost trust in that doctor after that whole experience, and I did not go back to her. So using your discernment is also very important. Anyway, oh yeah, so depression, and just like being disillusioned with the patriarchal capitalistic society that we are living in, that just, I feel like, tries to make us all conform to things that are uncomfortable for us to make the machine continue to work. And it feels, and has felt since I was 15, it's just felt completely insane to me, and I don't want to participate in it. But you know, I don't live in a vacuum. I can't just live outside the system. Well, I could, but I look at other people doing so, like living in derelict motorhomes being shuffled around the city, and I don't want to live like that. Van life, or like a a decent motorhome, and living in a way that is healthy for me. I am actually looking into that. I'm actually looking into getting a really nice camper van and moving into that for a while, in order to reduce my need for so much money so that I can explore what I want to explore, both in the physical world with a van and mentally, emotionally, like what I want to do most. So yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot, wasn't it? And I don't remember why I started on that tirade of the disillusionment track. I think I was trying to tie it into like this 14-day challenge and the mindset thing. Because yeah, I've been trying to succeed in a world that I found deeply uncomfortable and deeply like misaligned. And so succeeding in that world has always felt dangerous to my body. Like my brain doesn't work that way. I'm not excited about any of this, and I don't have the dopamine to get me to do it. Like I really have to like whip myself into just doing this stuff in order to like live a normal life. Like go to my job every day and pay my bills, and thank God for auto pay, by the way. That is a whole game changer. And I did auto pay before going paperless with my bills. I used to insist on paper bills because I don't check my email often enough, and then like email bills would get buried and I wouldn't pay them. So I was getting paper bills for everything, but then I end up with stacks of these bills that I then need to file. And I do that like twice a year when I get sick of looking at the stack. All of a sudden one day I will finally have the energy to file them. So I finally just went paperless like last month. I was like, you know, I haven't even been opening these because I have everything on auto pay. Like I think it's okay if I go paperless now. And I moved all of my my financial emails, all my financial account emails, to a new email address that has a cleaner inbox, so I will see them. ADHD there for sure. Like my inbox would make OCD people like pull their hair out. I'm one of those people with like hundreds of thousands of unread emails. Modern life is so insane, you guys. Like, I don't think it's just neurodivergent people that aren't built for this. I don't think anyone is actually really built for this. We're doing some crazy stuff to ourselves, and I don't think it's cool. Like, I'm not into it. So yeah, so self-help, learning to navigate this crazy world in a way that not only does not harm me, but actively supports me and helps me thrive is what I'm really on about. Like that is the thing that I find most exciting. How to make the system work for me instead of trying to fit myself into the system. That is everything to me. So if you're still here listening to all of this, thank you so much. I love you. And if you like it and you're getting something out of it, then please subscribe and stick around and follow along with me on this journey. And yeah, thank you so much. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be wealthy, and may you feel at ease. I love you. Thank you. Bye-bye.